Hello friends, in this lesson we will try to learn about Active Directory Certificate Services. So what is the Active Directory Certificate Services? Actually Active Directory Certificate Services is provide a platform for issuing and managing public key infrastructure certificates, and we can use issued certificate for authentication of computers, users, network devices or an application. Application means like web services, SQL, etc. Now Active Directory Certificate Services is having six components. So let's go and see what those are components. So here you can see ADCS Active Directory Certificate Services components are Certificate Authority, CA Web Enrollment, Online Responder, Network Device Enrollment Service, Certificate Enrollment Web Service, and Certificate Enrollment Policy Web Services. And there is a two type of certificate service deployment. First one is offline and second one online. Online means you can say enterprise certificate authority. Now see here standalone versus enterprise CA. Standalone means your standalone like a work group server having a Microsoft Certificate Services role, and second one enterprise CA. So what is the basic differences between standalone and enterprise? So standalone does not need Active Directory. Second one, we can use it offline. Third, we can only issue certificate with manual or web enrollment. Fourth point is all certificate requests approved manually, means there is no automatic approval mechanism. Now in enterprise, required Active Directory cannot exist offline. Third, we can issue certificate with various enrollment procedures. Fourth, certificate request can be auto approved policy criteria, as per policy or criteria. Now let's go to install uh, certificate services, Active Directory certificate services role, and our deployment would be two-tier deployment. First one is standalone, where we will use standalone server as a root CA, and second one enterprise CA, which enterprise CA will be a intermediate CA, means we will follow two-tier infrastructure. So let's go and install uh, certificate services roles. So here you can see before processing certificate services role, I perform the basic checks. Like here you can see I renamed my default administrator ID to CA-admin because this CA server will be act as a root CA. So if your root CA compromise means everything compromised in your network. So for a security measurement, we have renamed admin account, and once root C Microsoft Certificate Services roles installation done, and when we will prepare this subordinate CA, and after issuing certificate from root CA, we will shut down or offline this certificate services. So in this lesson, we will install only Microsoft Certificate Services role, and we will prepare our enterprise root CA. Sorry, root CA, not enterprise. So click on add role and feature. Click next, next, next. Select Active Directory Certificate Services. Next, next, next. So here we will only install this one certificate authority, And in upcoming video we will discuss about all these extra uh, role services. Now installation is going on and I think it will take time. So for time being I am pausing my video. Now our feature installation done and here you can see I am getting yellow sign notification and either we can configure it from here or we can uh, also configure it from this notification bar. Now here you can see we have already renamed our administrator ID due to security purpose. Now we will select this certificate authority. Next, here you can see we are not getting enterprise CA option because this standalone CA is not a part of our Active Directory domain services and we will use it as a root CA because we are going to deploy two-tier certificate infrastructure. Now here you can see I am getting root CA option and not need to select this subordinate CA because when we will prepare our subordinate CA and that CA will be a member of Active Directory. Next, now create a new private key. As of now we don't have any private key, so we will generate a new private key. Next, now it's asking key length. So by default it's giving 2048 bit encryption. We will select 4096 256. Okay. Next, and see here it's asking common name for this CA. So please make a note, if you will keep a common name for CA, it will allow only one time and after giving name you cannot rename this common name. So be careful while giving a name and your name should be a descriptive. Now I am giving this CA common name Vivs root CA. Okay. Now click next. Now it's asking a validity period for this issued certificate. So as of now I'll select 5 years because this so we are going to use this CA as a offline and it's a standalone and this CA server will be our root CA. Now certificate authority installation completed. Click on close and when you will click on this tool option here you can see we are able to see this certificate authority tab. Now this is the my CA server and here you can see revoke certificate, issued certificate, pending certificate, failed request. So as of now we don't have any issued certificate. So when we will prepare this subordinate CA, then we will when we will perform certificate signing request for subordinate CA, then we will get one certificate here. So in this lesson we covered offline uh, certificate services installation for using as a root CA. Now in this lesson we learned how to install my Active Directory certificate services role on Windows Server and preparing a basic infrastructure for offline certificate server.